The following ball impact test demonstrates the advantages of a polymer-modified tile adhesive over an unmodified adhesive. Force within the test system is distributed much like that in a Newton's cradle. The first phase is the impact of the ball striking the tile. The composite formed by the tile, adhesive, and substrate absorbs only part of the force of impact, while the remaining force is reflected. The degree to which the tiles in this system are damaged depends on the amount of polymer incorporated into the tile adhesive. The critical role of the polymer is particularly evident when the ball hits a glass tile. The effect is still more obvious when the test is performed exclusively with tile adhesive samples. Here you can see how the polymer holds the tile adhesive samples together. Next, we will use a scanning electron microscope to study at the effects that the polymer has on the tile adhesive. This is done by examining samples of unmodified tile adhesive and adhesive modified with 12% Vinipass dispersible polymer powder, observing each one both before and after the impact impulse. The high-powered microscope allows us to see the cement crystals that have formed, as well as the polymer bridges within the test specimen. Here you see the difference between the unmodified sample on the left and the specimen containing 12% Vinipass dispersible polymer powder, both prior to impact. This animation shows how each adhesive absorbs the force of the impact impulse. In the polymer-modified sample, the polymer bridges hold the adhesive together. Microscope images show that this is indeed what happens. After impact, the unmodified sample contains obvious cracks in its structure, which are responsible for destabilizing the system. The intact polymer bridges are readily visible in the modified sample. In the adhesive containing the Vinipass dispersible polymer powder, the polymer matrix remains intact despite the impact. The polymer bridges and the cracks are what hold the adhesive together. Here again are the two samples shown side by side. The sample on the left is unmodified, while the one on the right contains Vinipass dispersible polymer powder. While an unmodified adhesive will bond tiles to a substrate, the use of a sufficiently modified tile adhesive is the only way to keep that bond intact in the face of physical strain, such as thermal stress or an impact.
WACKER, creating tomorrow's solutions.